Hey everyone, it's Adaptive Goddess, and I know I've kind of been away for a little bit. As you can see, I have a new studio. That's kind of what took me a while, was making sure that the space was secured for me and designing it and putting it all together. That way it looked pretty for you guys. So, as you can see, I am slightly dressed up. Comment down below if you think you know what I am. So I'm going to talk about Halloween, and I know that this video will come out after Halloween, but I think that it's a really important video to make. And so here it is. Things that I really enjoy doing on Halloween that I think other people would have found odd. One of which was I was super excited for Halloween. And it was kind of about giving candy instead of getting candy. My parents can tell you and tell stories about like my first elementary school Halloween when I wasn't excited to go trick-or-treating. I was excited to give out candy. And that's what I wanted to do, was give out candy. Which I know seems weird, it seems odd, but that's kind of just how my brain was and how my brain worked, was that is what I enjoyed doing. The second thing is I liked to dress up as really random things. And like things that were in my head made sense, but like to other people would be kind of weird. Like, for example, in high school, the one thing I loved to dress up as was Veronica Mars. No one in my high school really knew what that was or who that was, to the point that I had to make a name tag so that even the adults knew who I was. Because who watches Veronica Mars? Me and a bunch of other marshmallow heads out there. If you are one, comment down below. Who's your favorite character? Mine, Veronica, all the way. Wanted to be her. Or I would dress up like a character I created. So like, for example, one time I wanted to go as, time I named the character Maggie, but I have since changed the name. And she was my additional character in Mighty Ducks. And yeah, no one knew who that was. No one really watched Mighty Ducks. And so, like, my costuming didn't ever really make sense, and that's okay. Costumes don't necessarily have to make sense to people. It's just about you being something different for Halloween, and that's totally fine. I mean, do we need a million bells out there or a million, like, puns walking around? No, we don't. Everyone can be what they want, and it's fine. You don't have to go with what the latest trend is. You don't necessarily have to go with anything else. I mean, this year for our party, we had to dress up as Disney characters. I had most of a pirate costume, so I decided to dress up as a female version of Jack Sparrow. I named her Jacqueline Sparrow. I mean, it worked for me, and it worked for the kids. Kids loved it. It was amazing. They're like, hey, it's Jack Sparrow. I'm like, yep, that's me. So yeah, it's really about just you and what you like. The other thing is that I don't just hand out candy for Halloween. And I haven't done that for a couple of years. Because as a kid, when I got certain candies, I hated it. It always felt like a waste of time going to places, not really knowing what I was going to get. And sometimes I just wanted like something to fidget with while I'm walking, because sometimes walking to houses is boring. Sensory-wise, it's a lot of exercise, but sensory-wise, it was boring. So I hand out I hand out balloons filled with flour, and I have a video on how I made that, which will be right there, hopefully. Editing Natasha. Remember, add that in. And then watch, I forget. So yeah, it's kind of, Halloween is just a holiday that a lot of people think is just meant for kids. I'm an adult, and for this month of Halloween, I have dressed up 3 times for 3 different events. 3 different characters too. I dressed up as Harley Quinn for my own Halloween party. I dressed up as Jack Sparrow for another party I went to. And then for the day of actual Halloween, I am dressing up as this lovely thing. Again, comment down below if you think you know what I am. A hint, it's related to BBC. And bonus hint, this thing does become a human in an episode. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, Halloween is really just meant for you to be someone other than yourself. Again, don't do a cultural appropriation, like that's not okay. But I mean, if you yourself want to dress up like Amanda Bulgaria, the coolest Hufflepuff from Hogwarts, go for it. Who cares if people don't get it? You get it. That's really all that matters. And parents, if your kid wants to dress up like the second Baby Yoda or Anna Skywalker, let them. It's fine. It does not matter if people understand. Kids are always willing and happy to explain what they are because it's their imagination, it's their costuming, and at the end of the day, it's their candy, even though I know a lot of you will be stealing candy. That's not nice. I do it too. Don't worry. But on a closing note, Halloween is just supposed to be really fun. I know that it has some very interesting and special history behind it, but for me it's actually one of my most favoriteest holidays ever. I will never not love Halloween. I love horror films. I love dressing up. I love collecting costumes. I mean, I have so many of them of just things I've worn and I'll probably wear again. I mean, I've had this thing for a really long time and this is the first time I'm re-wearing it as a costume. But yeah, Halloween is definitely a time to really make sure that the kid's just having fun. And if you are an adult on the spectrum at Halloween, it's okay to dress up. It's Halloween. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Comment down below, what is your favorite thing to dress up as for Halloween? I love dressing up in just random costumes of my actual fan fiction characters, and actually the story I'm reading in my video, I dressed up as for a Halloween, and when I was in inpatient or helping inpatient kids, and the kids absolutely loved it. They knew who I was because I've read the story to them. They thought it was the most coolest imaginative thing I ever did, and that was the first time I actually used body paint, so that was actually really fun. I think that was my all-time favorite costume. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and gently tap that like button, and remember to be kind, compassionate, and true to you.